Hi guys, it's me again. Thank you so much guys for tuning into my channel, Cooking with Pouncy. If it's your first time, please come back. And if it isn't your first time, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, guys. And if you like what you see, please hit that like button. I would like that also. And let me know what you think as well. Pass this on as you see fit. So anyway, guys, we're going to do this afternoon, I think it is. We're going to do a slab of baby back ribs, and we're going to be doing some ribs and kraut along with it. I'm going to put a few potatoes along with that as well. And I'm going to load this camera here in just a moment and show you the process. We're going to do sauerkraut, of course. I've got some of that Meat Magic stuff. You guys have seen my videos. Have seen me using this. This is very, very good seasoning, and I'm going to be using that Meat Magic. Maybe a little salt. You can use kosher salt or sea salt if you'd like. A little iodized salt there, just a little bit, maybe not. All depends on how much of this I use, and that's got salt in it as well. So watch your sodium, guys. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of garlic salt on it too. It's a little garlicky flavor. Okay. I've got some coarse ground black pepper I'll be using as well. I've got some olive oil that I'll be putting, just rubbing a slight, probably 3/4 of a tablespoon of this on my ribs so that this stuff will stick onto it and adhere, if you will. And here's those potatoes I mentioned. I'm going to roast them separately. I'm rambling. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this down now, guys. I'm going to take the silver skin or membrane. Those of you that's watched my videos and or others have seen that. This has got a membrane or silver skin, they call it, on the back of these. I want to take that off, and I'll show you if you haven't seen that before. These have already been washed and patted dry. Cocktail fork I got here. Got to find a bone anywhere, I guess, and I'm going to just kind of work that. You can see that. I'm just going to kind of work the back end of that fork underneath an area, which is right here, okay? So we got a little piece right here, and that's all you got to do. And I'm going to take my paper towel now and just grab that little lip right there, and I'll start working with that. It's right here. Just peel it away from that bone, okay? Let's see if we can grab that, hold of that. And I'm going to take my finger here. You can see that now, my finger's underneath it. It's right there. That's all you have to do, guys. See that? Just get it started anywhere. And just start pushing your finger. As you can see right here, it's underneath that membrane now. Now I'm going to take my paper towel because it's really slippery. And the paper towel will hang on to it as I gingerly pull it off. I was being careful so as not to do this and contaminate everything with anything that might spatter here, guys. I've got my gloves on, as you can see as well. Here's that little piece I was telling you about. I got my gloves on as well. And I'm going to be changing gloves before I do the next process here, guys, because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything, all right? Here's that little piece that decided to hang on. There it is right there. I'll show it to you right there, see? And that's off as well. That's it. So again, I'm going to not touch anything else because I've pulled that off. At least I won't touch anything else after I get done touching this until I change gloves, and you do the same thing, all right? So let's do this. Let's turn it over. This is pretty good. This is going to render off here, guys. And right now I'm going to take this glove off because I need a knife. And give me a second here. And that's what I'm going to do. Mindful not to touch anything with my left hand. I just told you that. All right, okay, and I got a bare hand here, which is fine. I took that glove off, and I haven't touched any of this stuff here. You don't do that either. A little bit of fat right here. My knife is too big. I could have done it with that knife, but I'm going to do it with this one, a little bony knife. Anyway, I'm going to just trim, and again, this would probably render off anyway. You can see that, but I'm going to just trim a little bit of that off of there. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, it's like this. Not cutting into the meat, guys. Just getting that extra fat off of there, okay? That's it right there. Like I said, the rest of it probably would have rendered off. Leave that cap on there. That's okay. That is it, guys. Now, I haven't touched a thing with this hand, okay? Well, meaning anything that I shouldn't touch, rather, because I touched that meat, and I'm not going to do that, all right? So, but because I haven't done that, I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to put my olive oil on here. So let's do this. Let's put, that's about a half of a tablespoon. not quite. All I want to do is just put a little of that olive oil on there so that when I start putting my seasoning on, it'll adhere a little better. This is a very simple meal too, guys. I don't know why I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it either. So there we go. Get the ends of it too, because you want people to suck on the bones. The bones got to be seasoned too, guys. Let's go over some of that black pepper, coarse ground pepper. These are going to be really good, guys. Again, I'm going to bake these first before I put my kraut, and you'll see what I do with this. I'm just kind of a guy who likes to experiment or reach out or get out of the box or whatever. Here we go with that seasoning meat magic stuff, okay? Let's put a generous amount on there. I've used it before. I'm not putting too much on there. So on the ends again. All right. If you notice, I haven't put any other salt on it yet. Let's turn it over. Let's do the same thing with the pepper. Could have gone with the seasoning as well. It doesn't matter which order you put it in. And my oven is waiting for me over there. I got a little of that garlic, as I told you. I'm going to sprinkle just a little garlic on it too. This is going to give it a nice color too, guys. I don't know what, might be some paprika in this stuff, but it'll give it a nice color. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to, again, 45 minutes in the oven, I think, before I put my kraut in there. And they're going to be swimming in the kraut. I don't want the kraut to overpower the flavor of the meat either, okay? And you don't want it to do that either, guys, okay? Now, just because I know I've used this stuff many times before, I'm going to put just a little bit of, a touch of garlic, of course, a little bit of more salt on it. You don't have to. A little bit, just a tad, just a dusting of it. I don't know whether you can even see it coming out. I'm done with that now. Again, I'm going to put just a little bit of salt on here, just a light coating of it, because I know I've used this meat magic before, and you want some flavor in here, and this is going to do it, okay? And it's not that much. I'm just a little bit of dusting of salt there. And again, I say watch your sodium. Again, guys, I haven't touched any meat with this hand since I took that glove off, and that's okay. That's what you want, okay? And that's what you want, guys. Now, I've got my pan already over here. I got some aluminum foil on it. And you should put aluminum foil on yours too. It makes it a whole lot easier to clean up. So, let's go do this. I got my ribbon. I'm going to just put it on my rack. I kind of put it kind of like that so it'll fit on the whole rack, which is good. And that's ready to go in the oven. I'm going to take this one off. Again, guys, not touching anything else here. And it is going to go in the oven for 45 minutes at 350. And center rack. And that's hot. Okay. There it is. I'm going to set my timer again for 45 minutes. I'll take a look at it. And maybe it might even go a little bit longer, maybe 50 minutes. Guys, and they've been in the oven for about 50 minutes. I looked at them right at 45. Left them in for another 5 or so. So I'm going to take them out now. And we're going to do the next step with them. And they look good. They smell good. Let's just do this now. We're going to take them out. Here they are. They are. Here it is. The slab, I should say. Let's put it right there. And again, they smell really, really good. Really, really good. So what we're going to do here now, guys, we're going to cut these up. I'm ad-libbing again, guys, okay? All right, because they're going to go back in the oven on this kraut, like I told you a while ago, okay? So let's do that. And we're going to get them cut up here. Now, the other thing I want to show you, too, I took those little potatoes that I showed you, and you can put whatever kind of potatoes you want. I was going to look to see what kind they are. There was different color potatoes. They're cute. I call them cute, I guess. So Klondike medley, I guess it's called, okay? So, but anyway, I've had them many, many times. Perhaps you have, too. And I've seasoned them. I seasoned them, actually, guys, with that meat magic. I've done it many times. Very flavorful. I coated them with oil, just about a half a tablespoon. Kept tossing them until all of them got a little coating of oil. And then I put that seasoning right on top. Now, these are going to go in the oven for the last 20 minutes of this cook. Let me stop talking and get this done. For the last 20 minutes of the cook. And because it only takes 20 minutes for those to cook, okay? So we're going to cut these bones thusly, and I won't bore you with the whole process because I'm going to put them right in here now, okay? Okay, guys, that took me about 3 minutes, and there they are, all right? And I kind of work them down into the kraut, and so they can absorb some of that liquid. I did not pour any liquid off of this oven. I'm going to shoot for, I said 20 minutes. I'm going to shoot for a half hour because I want these little guys to start falling off the bone. And I think that half hour will give me that, okay? Well, let's just do that. We're going to do it as tight as I can. On my little baking dish here. And we're going to get these back in the oven again. I'm going to set it for a half hour. Then I'm going to overcook, all right? All right, so I'll be back, and I'm rushing, guys, because my battery's about to expire for the moment, okay? That same temperature is at 350. Notice I left them the meat side up. I want to keep that color, and that's what I'm going to do. And again, I'm not going to put the potatoes in yet because I decided to give them another half hour, okay? Now put the potatoes in the last 20 minutes, all right? I'm starting to ramble good, but here we go. Let me go back again. It's nice and tight. I'm keeping burning myself. My timer's set now. I'm going to make this. I just took it out of the oven. As you can see, it's steaming away. It smells absolutely delicious. Looks delicious as well. Potatoes are going to come out right behind these. I'm going to do that right now. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm kind of proud of this, guys. I think you can see it. I don't need to tip it because it's got a lot of juice in it, which is fine. And there's what it looks like, guys. And again, it's really, and it's going to taste just good. So again, I'm going to be back in a little bit. Let me take the take the potatoes out for you. I've also got my plates in the oven. If you guys know cooking with Pouncy, I like to heat my plates. And that's usually with the residual heat coming off of whatever I'm cooking. But there's the potatoes. And they're a bit on the al dente side, and that's how I want them. You should want them that way too. And I'm going to plate one up for you, and you're going to see that presentation shortly. So here's the presentation, and I think you can see that. I'll hold one up for you in just a second here. Thank you so much once again, guys, for tuning into my channel, Cooking with Pouncy. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. I'd really like that. And subscribe to my channel if you have a mind to. So these plates are really hot. I just took them out of the oven. I think that's a really nice presentation, guys. Really, really nice. It's beautiful. Okay. And it smells really good, okay? So, guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good night.